here is the sound without any of the seals. We're gonna now compare that to the sound with the sealed. To me, one of the most lacking features of the Tesla Model 3 is the road noise and also the sound when the door closes. It just doesn't sound like a true premium car. So in the effort to actually make quieter and also to give it a thumping sound when we close the door, I am gonna proceed to basically add more seals to these doors, and actually it's making a huge difference in not only softening or reducing the decibel sound, especially on a high on the highway, but also to make the car sound more premium, because this is, you know, built to compete with the likes of BMW and Mercedes, and those cars are very well sealed. They have door seals, almost like double door seals, and as a result, a lot of the dirt doesn't really get into these areas. But as you can see, Tesla doesn't have a lot of the seals. There should be a seal here, it's not there. So we're gonna attempt to add a seal here. We're also gonna attempt to add a seal around these doors. I'll leave the descriptions of those seals in case you are interested, and it's making a big of a difference. As soon as you put it on, you close the door, it makes a huge difference already. And so let's proceed with our installation. There are two types of seals that you're gonna need. The first one is referred to as a P seal, and the second is referred to as a Z seal, just because of the way how it looks. Up front and pretty close. And the P seal is simply gonna go around the bottom of the door, so it's gonna be used to run like around here. I'm also gonna help you with the installation, so it's gonna run like that. All right, it's gonna run like that, and it's gonna cover from here to there. Okay, so you're gonna need to buy two of these, and they are available on eBay. I'm gonna leave a link for you in the description. The other one, which is the Z seal, which looks like these, they are gonna run in two different locations. To seal the front door, we're gonna have to run the Z seal. Let me see if you can see that, onto the rear door. So it's gonna go like this. Okay. Let me pull this up close so that you can see. Okay, so it's gonna run like these. All right, so the 3M, the double-sided tape goes inside. It gets attached to the door panel, and it's gonna go like that. And when you close this door, it will seal the front passenger based on how we place these seal. Now, a second piece is gonna go to seal basically like this area right here. And the way how we're gonna do that is, this one is a bit more technical. It's a little bit more challenging, but it's definitely doable, okay? Now, the first thing you're gonna do is you have to make sure that you clean the back of this piece really well, because if there are dirts, then it's not gonna stick very well and it won't last. So make sure you clean it really well. This is a pretty straightforward process. You simply pick your P seal and first measure it first, and I think that's gonna save us some time. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure it and see how much material I'm gonna need. Alright, so I'm gonna need about, give and take a little bit. I'm gonna need about that much. I'm gonna cut it out here. I'm gonna go ahead and peel off the 3M. I find it best to peel it off I'll peel it off about like some, and then I'll peel more as I go. So I've gotten my my starting point. Now, definitely our next task is also to use the P seal I'm sorry, the Z seal, and go ahead and seal this portion of the door. Okay, this portion of the front door. We're gonna attempt to put the P seal, we're gonna attempt to put the Z seal here. All right, all the way around, loop it through here, go all the way around, and then finally end it down to this portion right there. I'm also gonna measure from the outside to see how long I need. So here we are. We're gonna continue to run it down there, all the way down to that end. All right, there you go. The finished product should look like that. Now this part is a very easy process. Again, it's gonna go from here to here. This is a P seal, and it's basically gonna get attached to the bottom just like that. Notice that the P seal sits below this water vent. This is in case there's condensation, somehow water gets in the door. It has a way to release itself, and that's through that hole. So you don't want to block that hole. I try to get it to sit right below that hole. So as you can see, all right, it is now perfect. Let's close the door and see how it sounds. It's gonna sound really amazing. It's gonna hear this. A deeper, more solid sound is what I'm hearing. I've finished all 3 doors, and there's one last door that I'm gonna have to complete, which is this door. Unfortunately, I ran out of material. The back door is sealed using P seals only, and I ran out, so I have to buy another one of these. So when you buy your material, you need 2 sets of these P seals, and then 1 set of the Z seals, and that will do all four doors. Let me show you quickly how I seal the back door, and then you can actually do this yourself. To seal this back door is rather easy. You simply run the P seal facing in. So this little flap right here, it should be facing in like that. And I'm gonna run it starting here, all the way around, all the way around, all the way down here. Okay. Now, you could run it all the way through, but what I do is I make a cut here. So I stop here, and then I turn it around so that it can be, now the flap is now facing out. So once it's down here, the flap faces out. And what that does, it gives it even more protection for, especially at the very, where the lower lip of the door meets the body. It actually has a bit more protection, so there's less air coming in, and that also does help a little bit with the noise. The reason why I don't want to do that here is because it looks really funky when you open your door. I mean, I don't like the look of it, but if you do, then that would definitely fly too, but I'd rather have it face in just because it gives it a cleaner look. So let me know what you think, leave me a comment, and I'll talk to you in the next video.